I heard about EyeDetect whenever I was training at the American Polygraph Academy. During the course of the training, an individual there was brought in as our instructor, Mark Handler, and he outlined some new technology which was part of the course, talking about new innovations that we might be seeing in our future. I've been in law enforcement 26 years. The polygraph has been around throughout, and what it appears to be is that at some point it reached a plateau, and so you're always looking for that newer technology, that next step up. And so my initial was, this is great, we've got more work coming on the horizon. I continued on my education into the EyeDetect after leaving the academy. I saw that it was a newer technology that I thought that we would be able to rely on, and it's that next step. All applicants for the sheriff's office must go through the EyeDetect versus where we used to do a polygraph, and then because of funding applications, people are starting to push the polygraph away from the initial academy. The sheriff and I both agreed that we still need that truthfulness. We need to know that going in from the very beginning, that we have someone that's going to be truthful, and that's why I brought it in. First thing that it did is it cut down on, if you do a proper applicant coming in with a polygraph, you're talking about an investment of 2 to 3 hours for one applicant with one polygrapher. Where EyeDetect came in using the same basic questions that would be asked, cuts that to about 30 minutes. One of the things that I did research was, how do we eliminate the bias between the polygrapher and the applicant? How that applicant and that polygrapher, what kind of bond they establish can affect how question and answer, the to and fro go. Whenever you move to an automated that it's simply reading of the question, there is no malice from the EyeDetect to the individual, nor is there anything transferred to it. This is simply look, read, answer. You want to trust but verify. And so what I've done is I've actually ran semi to a double blind, to where I've put EyeDetect first. So they do their testing. As soon as they get finished with their testing, they go to EyeDetect. Then, if I want to push that person on to the background, so let's say I have a deceptive, it still allows me to push that person to background, because I want to see, is background going to support EyeDetect? I've had 100% support of everyone that EyeDetect has come back with deceptive within the background investigation. Unbeknownst to the investigator, has come back and said, this is not a person for us and here's why. Yet I can correlate that exactly with EyeDetect, 100%. The importance of hiring the qualified candidate is the credibility for our agency. We have to be able to reach out to the public. In today's environment, with the things that are going on nationally, trust in their police officers, trust in their deputies is paramount. I have to show that from the very beginning that we have done everything within our power to put the most credible individual in that position. EyeDetect is the instrument that we go to that starts that process and proves their credibility. It takes $55,000 for me to put a person from day one of the application to graduation of the academy. $55,000 per applicant. If I am not getting that optimum person in there, we're not going to find that out until they get out on the road. The community expects me to take everything that I can do to secure that $55,000 was wisely invested. I believe that in the investment of overtime, in the investment of getting the appropriate applicant for the position of deputy, that we will see in this next 3 years over $500,000 worth of savings. So it is a drop in the bucket for the acquisition of bringing EyeDetect on for what I will save over a 3-year period. And that's the responsibility that I have to the communities. If you want to look at cost savings, but you want to look at increasing your credibility, reliability, then this is the way you're going to go. We have to continue to change with the times. We cannot rely on old technology to continue to push us forward. Our personnel are required to be faster, stronger, better at their jobs. We have to be the same way with our technology and what we determine how we put those people there. If they want a better investment, then they'll move to EyeDetect. It's the way of the future.